Hey everybody, Mike here. I wanted to do a quick review of this book that I picked up a couple years ago, which I'm actually planning on going through and reading a second time now that I've got a little bit extra time. So this book came out just at the right time, back in 2020, back when everything started going crazy in the world around you know what. This book was written by both Dr. Sina McCullough and Joel Salatin. A little backstory on both of these two, if you've never heard of them. Joel Salatin is one of the leading authorities when it comes to the regenerative farming movement. He's been farming his ground since the 60s, and Dr. Sina McCullough has a PhD in nutritional science. Her backstory is really interesting in that she had battled a really horrible autoimmune disease, and through her own research, she was able to bounce back. And in doing so, now she's out trying to educate others just how horrible the food system is and how to go about sourcing the right foods that your body actually needs. It doesn't really matter if you have any education or knowledge of our current food system situation or not. There's really no prerequisites for this book. You can dive right in, and this book will pretty much meet you right where you're at. Or if you've got a little bit of knowledge, or like in my case, I read all of Joel's books that he's come out with over the years. So this was just the next one on my list when it came out. I was quite surprised when I dove into this book and how it is laid out though. There's not only chapters in the book, but there's what they call practical bites. And it's essentially just different subtopics within the chapter that they go over. But the book is kind of written as a conversation between Joel and Sina. It's almost like listening to a podcast between the two, only you're reading it. They dive into all kinds of different topics, everything from what to look for on a USDA organic label, going over which foods you actually want to put in your body, which basically is just whole foods, and then where to source those whole foods and buy those locally, how to locate farms that are around you that will actually have those healthier options for you. This has been a great book to go through and read. There was a lot of eye-opening topics that are in this book. Even with me farming like I do, there was something for me in here as well that I didn't already know. So for me, it was a really easy read. It was really hard for me to put down. There aren't any pictures in this book, so don't get your hopes up on that. But there are some really useful graphs sprinkled in here and there. If you're looking for a good read and you want to educate yourself on the current food crisis we've got in our country right now, check this book out. I think you'll be just as enlightened as I was at the end of it.